Yann LeCun, the Turing Award winner and one of the three godfathers of deep learning, helped invent the neural networks that power modern AI. For years, he was Meta's chief AI scientist, one of the most prestigious positions in AI research. But in late 2025, he left, not to retire, to start a new company, Advanced Machine Intelligence, or AMI. On December 15, 2025, he stated the following on social media: scaling LLMs bigger, adding synthetic data or reinforcement learning, complete bullshit. He's not hedging. He's saying the entire industry, OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, everyone is running in the wrong direction, and he's building the alternative. LeCun's critique isn't vague. Large language models, GPT, Claude, Gemini, are all built on the same foundation. Transformer architecture, trained on massive text datasets, scaled to billions or trillions of parameters. The scaling hypothesis: if you make the model bigger and feed it more data, capabilities emerge. And it works. GPT-3 to GPT-4 to O3, each leap brought new abilities. LeCun's argument is that this approach hits a ceiling. LLMs don't reason. They only pattern match. You ask a question, and the model searches its training data for similar questions and generates a statistically likely answer. Ask it a logic puzzle it hasn't seen before, and it fails. Ask it to plan a multi-step task in a novel domain, and it struggles. LeCun's famous line is, "A cat has more real-world intelligence than any LLM." What he means is that cats understand object permanence, cause and effect, physics. LLMs don't. They've never interacted with the physical world. They've only read text about it. LeCun's solution: world models. Systems that build internal representations of how the world works. Not from text, but from interaction. His research focuses on JEPA, Joint Embedding Predictive Architecture. It's not a language model. It's a system that learns by predicting what happens next in the world, then updating its model when the prediction is wrong. LeCun didn't leave Meta because he was sidelined. Meta's AI research lab is one of the best in the world. They publish top-tier papers. They have massive compute resources. Meta released Llama, one of the most successful open-source LLM families. LeCun could have stayed and led that effort, but he chose not to. Advanced Machine Intelligence was founded late 2025, and the company's goal is to build AI using world models, not language models. LeCun is recruiting researchers who share his view. People who think the LLM path is hitting diminishing returns. People who want to try a fundamentally different approach. Funding details aren't public yet, but LeCun's reputation means he won't have trouble raising capital. His timeline to AGI is 5 to 10 years if his approach works. OpenAI and Anthropic are saying 1 to 2 years. LeCun is saying a decade. That's not a minor disagreement. That's two completely different visions of how AI progress happens. If LeCun is right, the entire AI industry is about to waste billions of dollars. Microsoft invested $13 billion in OpenAI. Google is spending tens of billions scaling Gemini. Anthropic raised billions to build bigger versions of Claude. All of them are betting on the same strategy: scale LLMs bigger. LeCun is betting they're wrong. There's precedent for this. In the 1980s, the AI community bet big on expert systems. Rule-based AI. Millions in funding. Hundreds of companies were involved. Then the limitations became obvious. Expert systems couldn't generalize, and the AI winter followed. The next breakthrough, neural networks, came from researchers who were pursuing a different approach the whole time. LeCun was one of them. Is this happening again? Is the LLM boom about to hit the same wall expert systems hit? The counter-argument is that scaling is still working. O3 is better than GPT-4, and GPT-4 is better than GPT-3. There's no evidence we've hit a ceiling yet. LeCun's response: you're optimizing the wrong thing. Bigger models that can't reason aren't progress. They're just bigger models. Here's where the timelines collide. If OpenAI is right and AGI arrives by 2027, LeCun's company won't matter. The race will be over, and LLMs will win. If LeCun is right and real intelligence requires world models, then 2027 won't bring AGI. It'll bring bigger chatbots that still can't reason. And when investors realize that, funding for LLM scaling will dry up. The money will shift to whoever figured out the right approach. There are two possible futures. In one, LeCun is a footnote. The guy who didn't believe in scaling and missed the AGI revolution. In the other, LeCun is vindicated. The guy who saw the dead end before everyone else and built the alternative. Yann LeCun has been right before. In the 1980s and 90s, most AI researchers thought neural networks were a dead end. LeCun kept working on them anyway. In 2012, the ImageNet competition was run, and neural networks crushed every other approach. The entire field shifted overnight. Now, he's making another contrarian bet. That industry is scaling LLMs and is dead wrong. So, LeCun is building world models. We won't know who's right until 2027 or 2030 or whenever AGI actually arrives. But one side is going to look very smart, and the other is going to waste a fortune. This is Thought Experiment, where we question not just what happened, but what happens next.